Hey guys, my name's Sarah. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I'd do my 19 for 2019 Project Pan video. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the products, so let's just get started. If you're not really sure what a Project Pan video is, or Project Pan is in general, it's basically selecting products that you own and focusing on those specific products throughout the year and using them up, because makeup is expensive, and if you have perfectly good products in your collection, then why not use them up? It also helps you to realize that it takes a really long time to go through makeup, so we don't need to be spending so much money all the time on different products, even though products come out like every single day. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that I'm going to be going in the order that I normally do my makeup. So I normally start with my primer, and for primer I chose the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. As you can see, I'm about halfway through of this bottle, actually a little bit more than halfway. So I think it'll be pretty easy for me to go through the entire bottle. I like to use this before my foundation because it tends to moisturize a little bit and smooth out my skin before I apply my foundation. And then the other primer I want to work through is the Smashbox Radiance Primer with hyaluronic acid. I think this will be super easy for me to go through. It's a deluxe size sample. And I think I'll probably use this more in the summertime when I want more glowy skin. So yeah, those are the two primers I'm going to be using up. I have drier skin, so I like to prime using products that I know are going to make my skin look more hydrated. Even though the Radiance Primer isn't the best at actually moisturizing your skin, it just makes it look more glowy, so it gives the appearance that your skin is more moisturized. Okay, so next with my makeup routine, I would normally prime my eyelids. Normally, if I'm not using a concealer, I would use this Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer. There's barely anything left in this, so that's why I thought I'd put it in my Project Pan for this year so I could just finish it up and be done with it. Next, I'll go into the NYX Eyeshadow Primer, I think it is, and work on using that up. But for eyeshadow, I thought I'd try to hit pan on a couple shades in the Tartelette in Bloom palette by Tarte. I got this around 2 years ago, so I've made quite a few dents on some of the shades, so I thought I would just work on trying to actually hit pan throughout this year. So yeah, my goal is to hit probably 2 pans, and if I hit more then that's great. But yeah, sorry if I'm blinding you, by the way. This is the eyeshadow that I thought I would work on in 2019. So after I apply my top eyeshadow, I would normally go in with liquid liner, and this is the eyeliner that I would normally use. This is the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. This dries down pretty shiny, which I don't really like. I prefer a matte finish. It also is a little difficult to use. I've had a couple instances just this week where I've ruined my eye look because it got on my finger or something, and then I went to go blend something with my finger and it ruined the eye look completely. So for that reason, I want to use this up and just get it out of my collection. And then the other eyeliner I want to use up is the Ciate London Fierce Flicks eyeliner. This one's way more matte, but it's also kind of old. I've had it over a year now, so I definitely want to just use this one up. And yeah, so those are the two eyeliners that I want to use up for 2019. After eyeliner, I would go in with foundation. It's kind of a weird way to do your makeup, but that's just how I prefer to do it. I'm also trying to get rid of all the non-cruelty-free products in my collection and only use cruelty-free products from now on. So for that reason, I'm going to be using up the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. I have the shade 210 Sandy Beige. This is definitely a summer shade for me, but I can mix it with this LA Girl HG High Definition foundation mixer. It's also a foundation, I guess, for like Halloween makeup because no one is this pale. But yeah, so I mix it with that to get my perfect shade, just a couple drops, and that's actually the foundation that I'm wearing on my face today. After I finish the Maybelline, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HG High Definition foundation, which is literally the same thing as the white one, but I have the shade Nude Beige, but this is also too dark for me. It's definitely more of a summer shade for me, so I will also be mixing in the white shade with it just to make my perfect shade. After I apply my foundation, I normally go in with concealer. So for concealer, I'm trying to use up the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer from Catrice. I have the shade 20 Light Beige. This is almost done. I probably only have like a couple more uses out of it. As you can tell, it's very well loved. I might be repurchasing this one because I really like this concealer and the shade is really nice for me, especially during the winter time. But if I decide not to, I'm just going to use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade, let's see, Light 16. This is super light for me, so I normally use this as an eyeshadow base. Maybe if I get even paler throughout this winter, I'll be using this as an under eye concealer. But yeah, we have to see. I think it's a little too brightening for me, so I might just go and purchase a new liquid camouflage from Catrice after I finish up that bottle. After I would apply concealer, I would set it using my Naked Cosmetics HD finishing powder. This is in the shade Translucent. I've never actually used up a setting powder before, believe it or not, because I had ones that I didn't like, so I gave them away to friends. But this one I actually do really like. I got it in my Ipsy bag over a year ago, so it's a little bit older, and that's why I chose it for this project pan, so I can actually go through a powder that's a little bit older. So yeah, I'm excited to use this one up. For brows, I would like to use up the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Definer Pencil. I have the shade Dark Blonde. I really like this brow pencil, but unfortunately it is not a cruelty-free brand. It gives like just the right amount of pigmentation to your brows. It's not too waxy. But yeah, I just want to use this up and get it out of my collection. And then I'm probably going to go through like 5 of these this year because I always use these up. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. I have the shade Soft Brownie Brows, number 3. Really love this product. And I'm sure, again, I'll go through a million of them. So those are the brow products that I want to use up this year. For bronzer, I want to use up the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I've already hit pan on this, as you can see. I really love this bronzer. Unfortunately, I dropped it, so it doesn't clasp shut anymore. So that's also part of the reason why I want to use this up, so that it's not breaking. Like if I drop it or something, it doesn't break and like get all over my other makeup that I own. So yeah, I love this, want to use it up. And then for blush, I want to use the City Color, this is for my Ipsy bag by the way, the City Color Beam Matte Blush. I'm not really sure if they still sell this or if this is a sample size of some of their products. My goal is to hit pan on one of these shades, probably this one because this is the most wearable shade out of all of them. Although this purple shade, for some reason, it looks like a normal blush color. So yeah, I want to use up the shade Fresh Melon, so hopefully I can do that. For highlighter, I want to be using up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in That Glow. This came out around like 3 or 4 years ago. I got this 3 years ago for a graduation present, and I want to use up either the shade Bubbly or Dripping in Gold. Normally I will take a mixture of the two because I think they look super similar, and apply it that way. But yeah, this product is super expensive, so I would definitely like to use it up and be satisfied with, not my purchase, but just be satisfied in using a really high-end product. For lips, I want to go through 3 products. One of them is the L'Oreal Infallible Never Fail Lip Liner in the shade Rose. This brand, again, is not cruelty-free, so this is why I want to get it out of my collection. Here's a swatch of it right here. I really like how this applies and the shade of it, but again, it's not cruelty-free. So, next product I want to use up is the Bare Minerals lipstick in the shade Moxie. This is how much of it I have left, not that much, so I think it'll be really easy for me to get through. I like the shade of it. It has a cream finish, so it's somewhat moisturizing. And then the last lip product I want to use up is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Champagne Mommy. And this is a swatch of it right here. It's kind of like a corally pinky shade. So those are the 3 lip products that I plan on using up this year. Hopefully I can get through all of them. And then lastly, product 19, I want to use up the Kat Von D Lock It Setting Spray. I have like about a third left of this product, so it should be easy for me to go through. After this, I plan on purchasing the the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray because I love that one, or I'm probably going to try a drugstore setting spray so I can save some money. I just also wanted to mention that I'm going to be doing updates on this Project Pan seasonally, so probably every like 3 to 4 months on this channel. And then if you wanted to see a more frequent progress update, which is, I'm probably going to do it like once a month on my makeup Instagram, which is makeup.by.saraep, and it's going to be on the highlights page, so just in case you guys wanted to look at that. So those were the 19 products that I chose for 2019. I hope you guys liked this video or maybe were inspired to go through your own collection and use up some of the products that you already own. If you did like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!